Hi, my name is Weava. Welcome to the Council Training Hall, and this is your Council class. As you may or may not know, I'm a teacher, which is what gives me the actual purpose for creating the council as a community for learning. So this council class idea actually comes from a meeting I had with some accommodation specialists. Basically, a key topic that we talked about was the transition point when children who use physical actions because they have trouble communicating finally realize that they can use words to get their needs met rather than actually hitting or hurting someone else, and it's more effective. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, what does this have to do with League of Legends or any other game or activity that's kind of team-based? And well, firstly, people are very quick to tear down their teammates. We all know this. It's the first thing that comes to someone's mind is negative, negative, negative. It's a lot harder for someone to give someone a compliment and for them to just say, hey, thank you, and move on, rather than to, be on top of someone, insult them, and then continue to just pile on multiple things that they want to say that are even more negative than the first thing. So obviously this creates a negative learning environment for most people, regardless of, whether they consider themselves a new player or a veteran player. I experience this often as a PE teacher when my students are developing skills to whatever the sport is or the game that we've come up with. Obviously, not everybody's going to be, great or even good at everything, but we as humans seem to be, very self-centered, and it's easier for us to, tell you after the fact what you should have done, or say like, hey, this person could have done this, rather than on that moment say, hey, I'm going to communicate this to you because you don't know. This is what you need to do for the future or ahead of time, so that, that first mistake never even happens. Winning.
He's dead.
Again. Okay, so can you just stop doing things like that? That please. Just stay in lane best you can. So in particular, for League of Legends, a great example of this is if you're a solo laner and you're looking at what a jungler is doing. So most of the time, solo laners and junglers are very quick to, blame each other for whatever the mistake is made or the situation that we're in, game state wise.
Man, she destroys me. Well, she has a bunch of kills. Time to back off. Yes, that's what happens when you feed my lane, level 1.
There it is.
Yep.
He had to.
Resist. All right, look what. All right, you got an appropriate response back. Let's see the productive next response. If you're gonna shit on him, at least like dumpster like his family or something.
Quick reminder, the Council of the Universe does not condone toxic behavior. Thank you.
That's why when I say shit, like it's just gonna be really mean. Like if you're gonna talk and not be productive, at least make it hella funny or disturbing. It's missing triple pot.
However, a laner's gonna say, oh, jungle difference, or hey, this guy's been pushing. You should have, how come you're not ganking? You should have been here a million times already, punished him for doing what he's, not supposed to be doing. However, a jungler is looking at the map as a whole. Okay, and I'm not here to defend just the junglers, and be like, hey, they have a tough job. A lot of people have tough jobs in this game or in any game. Everybody has to play their part to make it work. But the jungler is looking at the map as a whole. So they're not just staring at your lane, right, as the top laner, let's say, and saying, all right, man, what can I do for this top laner? And then once they come back to do a camp. What can I do for this top laner? Oh, man, look at that top lane. That top lane sure pushed in. Oh, boy, I need to gank that top lane. Oh, man, I just took a scuttle crab. Let me get that top laner. Let me kill that guy again. His flash is coming up. Better be there. So you kind of have to say, all right, maybe the jungler's doing something else on the map. And I can see someone being very unhappy with, someone who's jungling not doing anything. And I know we're in a lot of situations where that happens. I have a buddy who actually, that's one of his, I would say when I've been playing with him, one of his biggest pet peeves is he wants to know what the jungler is doing on the map if they're not helping his lane, especially if it's not going well, right? So he's like, all right, the jungler is doing something, fine. The jungler's taking objectives, fine. the jungler is, you know, ganking other lanes, applying pressure somewhere. Fine. But the worst thing that could happen is, you know, he runs into a jungler that's 100% useless, or at least he feels so. And yeah, it basically feels like a 4v5.
Okay. I was a little greedy there, but to be honest, like, it's super frustrating to be winning a lane and having Shaco not come one. But I should have just backed off.
If you're ahead, I guess he didn't see you needed help.
I mean,
I know. The argument can be made either way.
yeah, you can make the argument either way, and he's doing stuff, so I can't complain, right? He's doing stuff, he's a jungler. I'm not gonna say like, oh man, you're not doing your job. Like, he absolutely is.
So to get back to that point, the jungler is usually looking at what their teammates are doing, what the enemy laners are doing, vision controlling, planning for securing whatever the next objective is. You know, now that we all have timers, God forbid, you know, you think about it. Monitoring their, you know, jungle camps and tracking the enemy jungler for the most part. So you kind of got to forgive them if they aren't sitting in your lane for the most part, like most of the game. And they might drop an objective or a dragon or something like that, right? So if they're not ganking you constantly and you don't really notice that everyone else is getting pressure or they've been securing things, because I've been there, I've been a top laner, I've been, you know, I've played mid where you're like, I didn't even know I had champion A or B in the game because I've just been paying attention to what I'm doing, right? And if there's not a, you know, if you're watching this video and you say, I've never done that, then you probably never played League of Legends, because, you know, obviously, as the meme goes, top lane's an island, no one knows what's going on the map, and your TP is only for your lane. So, I mean, this goes hand in hand the same way if I'm a jungler and I'm going, hey, I'm going to take this scuttle crab, right? I'm going to fight this guy. You know, I don't know, Teemo jungle, I'm level 3 and there's a Rengar who's level 3 and I'm going to try and, you know, fight him for scuttle crab. My laner should already be here because he knows what I'm doing. No, you didn't say anything. Oh, my mid laner should be watching the map, so he should already be collapsing. He should collapse. Oh, what a scrub, he didn't collapse. No, you didn't say anything. You didn't ping. You didn't say, yo, this guy's gonna be here. You didn't communicate any type of information other than, oh my God, what a scrub. I can't believe you were in here. Oh my God. Oh, now I'm behind. No ganks. I'm just gonna farm. Okay. So that was very, very quick to just throw out something negative towards your laner and then say, all right, whatever, I'm gonna do my own thing now and abandon the game essentially. So, I mean, honestly, one of the biggest things you can do as a player in this game or in any team-based game is to communicate, right? If we were playing a game of volleyball, one of the easiest things you can do, the ball's flying to your side, right? After they just hit it back over, you say, I got it, or that's yours, or that's out. Those are 3 ways that you literally stop yourselves from being scored on and communicate to your team what's needed. And this is in a split second. You know, that's a decision you have to make. Hey, I got that. So that 3 people don't run to the ball, they see each other and then back away and it just lands and, you know, and they score. So one key thing you can actually do everyone a favor, okay? Do everyone a favor and, you know, type a little message, just a little post-it, leave it there for whoever it is that you need to communicate some information to. And, you know, have it say something like, when you get a chance, can you gank my lane? Hey, if you're going for this objective, I'll push my wave so I can be there. Jungler, hey, mid lane, can you apply pressure so that I can invade? So that when I invade and you're not applying pressure, because I wasn't looking at the map, I don't just call you a scrub and then, you know, AFK. It helps us out a lot because we know if a bad play happens, right? That little bit of effective communication, if a bad play happens, that chat box is going to fill with a giant block of text, okay? Telling them how much they suck and how much their mom hates them, never loved them, whatever else you can come up with at the time, okay? This is an immediate stop to toxic behavior. So one example I have of something like this where I say, tell the person what you need, not complain about it after. Okay.
Yeah, like we can be aggressive here, but I can't like you're staying too far back.
You just play farm. You play farm, Bill. Morgana's help isn't much because even if she just lands the
hey Ellie.
Yeah.
Just like I said to Rummy, say what you want. Don't complain about things after. Say what you want. You're saying we could do this, but you're playing too far back. Tell her what you want.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Yeah, just say what you want.
I'll tell you what you want, whatever they really want.
So one example of this is if I'm jungling or I'm support or AD carry, I'll usually communicate little things, not really like long messages, communicate little things to people, even in comms. And I'll say, hey, you know, at 2, I'm going to do this. So if you see a, you know, chance to CC a target or whatever, let's go for it. If I'm the jungler, I'll usually say, I'm about to go into his jungle to take camp A, B, and C. So can you apply pressure in mid? Hey, can you just watch your laner? I'm about to go and do this. You know, this objective, this blue, whatever it is. And it makes it really easy. And I understand that having comms makes the game a lot easier. Don't get me wrong. But you can do the same thing with text. Just by saying, hey, I'm invading. Just watch your lanes, please. It's that simple. It really is. So I hope that this first council class kind of opens your eyes to the importance of effective communication and communicating with a purpose. It can actually make your games more enjoyable, help people learn more effectively, and it will actually probably improve your patience as a player and, you know, as a teacher or whatever it is, as at a friend. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the next videos that are coming up. And remember that I stream 5 days a week on Twitch, link in the description below and right up here somewhere. There it is. Oh, no, wait, there, right there. There it is. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for choosing us to be the positive to their negative. And remember, the Council of the Universe Masters, the power is yours. I'll see you in the next video.